Yeah.
Morning, Tanika.
Good morning.
I'm about to go comb my hair real quick and get fresh, okay? My awesome girl.
All right.
That's my awesome girl, Tanika. Yeah. I don't think she can see you, bet. Let me see. Let me take it around. You see Farrah? Yeah. Yeah.
Tanika, do you want to see Maria?
Good morning.
She said, good morning.
Where's Maria?
Here you go.
Can you hear?
Hey, Miriam.
Yeah, she said, hey, Mario.
Mariam loves your book, Tanika. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, Mariam likes that soft book you gave her, Tanika. She loves that little soft book with the numbers on it, and she has so much fun with that book. Yeah. I'll be right back, superstar.
Mariam.
Good morning, Tarika.
No, when you call for her. Good morning.
Good morning. You had a good weekend?
Yes.
So what are you ready to learn today?
Nothing. I can't see you, Iqbal.
Can you see me now?
I can't see you.
You can't see me. Okay, let me try one more time.
Excuse me, you can't go in?
All right. Is that better?
Okay. No, just saying. Thank you.
Iqbal. Iqbal. Oh, no. Iqbal, I can't see you.
Huh? You doing good this morning?
Yes, I can't see you.
You still can't see me. Try to swipe on the phone. See if you can swipe over and see me. Tanika.
You can't swipe.
You can't swipe?
No.
Okay, I see you. Miss Nargis is coming, okay?
That's not your thing at all.
Good morning, Tanika.
Good morning, Miss Nugget.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Oh, you look pretty today.
Thank you.
Always look pretty. The prettiest girl in town, right? Yeah, the prettiest girl in town. So, it looks like we have got 2 more minutes before everybody comes. I hope so. So tell me about it. So what have you been doing when you are at home? Anything exciting?
Nothing.
Like what? What do you do after the class?
Play.
No, did you listen to the question? I said, what do you do after the class? Do you after you finish the class, what do you do? What do you go and do it?
Get on my tablet and get on ABC Mouse.
Okay, all right. What else? You go to sleep early. You go to sleep early in the morning, at night.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why you are up early, man. Right? You are
Yes.
always ready. You are always ready. This is so good. Right?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Did you get a chance to read this one?
Yes,
Oh, cool. Okay, all right. Did your mommy print it or it is in the phone?
in the phone.
Okay, all right. Oh, you are in the car. Where are you going?
Back home.
You are going home now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. Where did you go?
To the post office.
Oh, okay. All right. So how far is your home?
It's not that far.
It's close by?
It's not that far.
Okay, all right. Okay. Wow. That's fun, eh? To go out. You like it to go out?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. I like it. Okay.
Good morning, Tanika. Good morning, Ms. Noggins.
Hey, good morning, Miss
Good
Latte.
morning, Miss
Good
Miss
morning,
Latina.
Good
How are you
morning.
today?
I'm great.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right. We are going to start. Still, how many? Oh, yeah, it's already at 10 o'clock. So,
Yeah.
but you can't stand up and you cannot do your what is it called? Because Tanika is in the car.
Oh,
Going home.
that's all right. We could just stretch our arms, and
Yeah,
we don't have to.
yeah, you don't have
We
to
can just
stand
do
up.
it from our seat.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah, we can do it
exciting.
from our seat.
Stretch arm in the car. Ah, oh,
Look, can you raise your arm up, Tanika? Good job. Stretch to the window.
all right. Go to the window. Oh.
Stretch to the door.
I need a stage too.
I know.
Okay,
Stretch
all
to the
right.
ceiling.
Go to the ceiling. All right.
To the floor. Oh.
No, you come here. Hey.
All right. Let's take it out.
Oh, I see Che here. Good morning, Che. How are you today? Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, Daddy.
Good morning.
Good morning, CJ. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, good morning, cuz.
Are you doing your nails, Miss Latte?
Huh? My
Are you,
dance?
are you doing your nails?
No. It's for a project.
Oh, it's a project.
Yeah, I got 2 projects. Remember, it's Friday. 2
Yeah, I like
experiments.
Tanika, I like your purple pants.
Thank you.
Oh,
Actually,
No, tell you doing your nails. No.
all right. Okay. Sean and Bella are still sleeping.
Yeah, it's like hard to get them.
They're getting up.
here we go.
Yeah, they getting up.
Okay, all right.
Here.
Come on. Stop playing.
Okay. Why are you doing that? Oh, are you yawning? Are you yawning? Are you yawning? Are you yawning? All right. Okay. So what project do you have today?
All right, I have an experiment.
Good morning.
Hey, good
This
morning.
today.
How's everyone this morning? How are you, Miss Narchi?
Great.
I'm fine. How are you? Sorry we missed yesterday. We were...
Miss Nuggets.
Yes.
My dad will be right back.
Oh, your dad is like that. Okay. All right, Charlie.
I missed you guys yesterday. I was with the other conference with Iqbal.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you were with the other conference. Okay.
Learning a lot.
Okay.
all right. So today I'm gonna have to step outside after I show you what ingredients are needed. It's called balloon inflation.
Okay.
So we have white vinegar. We have baking soda.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right. So I did not have a funnel, so I had to create my own. I got a old thrown away water bottle, so I just cut off the top and I used that because I didn't have a funnel to put the stuff in there.
Okay, Miss, what's that called? Let's say before we start the project, you want to do the good morning song with everybody real quick? Let's do good morning real quick.
That's
Miss.
fine. That's
All
fine.
right.
Whatever you
Good
need.
morning, Tanika. Good morning,
Tanika. Good
Good
morning.
morning. How are you? You say.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I hope that you are too.
Good job. Let's do Chaz, y'all. Good morning, Chaz. Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Chaz. What's up, Pop?
Chad. Good morning. How are you?
You say.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I hope that you are too.
Good job. Let's do Charlie, y'all. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning,
Charlie.
Good morning. How are you? You say.
Y'all,
Charlie got a mouthful of food.
oh, good. Let's do Logan. Good morning, Logan. I think he's connected to the audio right now.
No, say me.
Logan. Good morning, Logan. Good morning. How are you? You say.
I'm fine. I have you too.
Good job, Logan. Good job, Charlie. Good job, Chaz. Good job, Tanika. Okay. So now we have what's that called? We got a cool project about to do, y'all. Everybody got the notebooks out. Everybody got their pen out. They're ready to go. Okay. Now, Mr. Tay got a really cool project, y'all. Oh, Ms. Nari said she want to do some work first. She said she wants to teach y'all.
Yeah.
So, all right. Everybody wants to learn first, Ms. Nari. Go ahead, Ms. Nari. We got you covered, Ms. Nari.
Okay. All right. First, we are going to, everybody has got pencil and paper.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go, Charlie.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes,
Yes, please.
Get ready.
all right, y'all.
You can watch
You didn't have to write that.
Okay.
Oh my God.
E?
Y'all see the screen, y'all? The alphabets on the screen?
I can see the screen.
All right, you can see the screen. All right. What letter you want to start with, y'all? So we got lesson 1. So we got Tanika sitting down. We have Charlie. We have Chaz, and we have Calvin. Yeah. And we also have what's that called? Logan. All right, y'all. So let's out. We're gonna go down. We'll do the alphabets one at a time. What letter is it, y'all? Okay. There you go. B bus.
Louder. We can't hear you. Say it louder.
C for Charlie, C for Chase.
Louder.
F for Aziz. F for Aziz. Okay. B for Bella. Bella. C for Charlie.
C for Charlie.
D for dog.
Stop.
E
Wait, put your own book.
for elephant.
E for elephant. Louder.
E for elephant. E for elephant.
Okay, well, what is
F.
F?
One.
Now, who can tell me this letter? What letter is it?
What letter is that?
Anika, what letter is it?
Fish.
Very good. Right. Okay.
H.
H. Very good. For house.
Happy, that's true.
I for
Big ball. Iqbal letter starts with an I. No, no.
Ella.
All right, let's go to the next one. Asia. For jackfruit.
Stop.
Jack-o'-lantern. For
For
jiggle.
Okay.
J-ja. Next one. K-cup. Job. I hear y'all saying that for kangaroo.
Kite. Kite.
Yeah, we teach you, Charlie. We teach you, Charlie.
Charlie, please sit down.
Charlie, what's this one?
What letter is this, Charlie?
Charlie, what letter is it?
Ella.
Ella.
Ella. For lion.
For lion. Lion.
For love. I love you. Next one. Emma.
I know pizza.
It's
Emma.
for Melody.
Melody, good here. Mama,
Yes, she is. She's right there. Oh, Melody.
Good morning, Melody. Okay.
Okay, Emma. Next one.
And for Nagis. Nagis.
Out your mouth. Out your mouth.
Nachos.
Nacho.
I love nachos.
Okay. Octopus.
Good morning, Calvin. Oh, Benita's coming. That means Avea's about to come on. Yeah. We got
Sorry, we just got out the tub.
Mama, you perfect. She got some clothes on. She put her clothes on, Mama. Pizza. Pineapples.
Pineapple. I love pineapple.
Party. Good job, man. He said party. I like that. What's the next one, y'all? Q. For queen.
Hold on.
What's the Melody the queen?
Quiet.
Queen.
Sit out your mouth.
Ollie the queen.
Oh, Charlie.
Ollie the queen. Yes, man.
Right in here.
Okay, let's see the next one, y'all. Aura. A red rabbit.
Say what the letters are. It's the letter R. Talking to Melody. That's the letter R.
Rice.
They say rabbit. Roll.
No,
Good job. Snake.
Good job, y'all. Essa for salamander. Salmon.
Mommy, eat it.
S-O-N, sun, the sky. S-O-N,
Mommy, try eat it.
is my son.
Oh.
Okay. S, okay. What's this one?
Say it loud.
Louder.
They can't hear you. Melody says tiger.
Good job, Melody.
Tiger, Melody, okay.
Pizza.
What's this one?
Hold up. You
Umbrella.
I can't hear you louder.
L for Logan.
Umbrella.
Melody. Good. Melody.
Yeah.
C for Calvin.
You go.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Logan.
What's this next one, y'all?
Now we ain't going and we having the whole classroom here.
Kevin for Melody.
Hold on, let me come.
B.
Valentine's.
Letter B. That's a
For
V.
Miss Benita. B for Miss Benita.
Okay.
All right.
Violin.
What is this?
Melody, what letter is this one?
Almost.
Louder.
Not zebra yet, y'all.
Go
W. Good job, y'all. Excellent.
Watermelon. Okay.
Extra, y'all. Extra. X-ray.
Raya.
Why? Yeah.
Okay.
What's the last letter of the alphabet, y'all?
Tanika, what's the last? What's this one?
Good job, Chaz. Excellent job, Chaz. Let's see. So these are all the letters, y'all. Everybody, let's sing together, y'all. We're gonna sing 1, 2, 3, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, R, Y, our alphabet.
You can.
Next time. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. We'll take a break from this. And we'll miss her amazing project, y'all. Okay.
Sit down. Sit down.
Numbers, please.
So today we're gonna do balloon inflation. We're gonna do a balloon inflation project. So what you'll need is baking soda, white vinegar, and you'll need a balloon. I already filled my balloon because it was kind of a tedious task to do. And I had to create my own funnel because I didn't have one. So what I did was I cut the top of an empty bottle, plastic bottle like this. I just cut it out. Kids, you might need your mom and dad to help me. And I got any size, any type of balloon. Preferably, I ask you guys to get a big balloon because they'll help more. And next, what I also did was I have my measuring cup. Okay, so it called for 1 cup of vinegar. So what I did was I already put my 1 cup of vinegar in my water. And also I needed 1/3 cup of baking soda. I needed 1/3 cup of that, and I'll show you what that is really quickly. This is 1/4. So this is 1/3. This is 1/3 cup for the baking soda. And I had to put the baking soda in here. Okay, so I'm going to go outside, okay? Could you guys give me just a second? All right, because I have to go outside, okay? Because it's going to expand really big.
I said something.
Hold on. We got to go outside, Bella. Say good morning. Woof woof is not outside.
Morning, Bella.
Go eat breakfast. I'm sorry about that, everybody. I had to close the door and everything. I'm sorry.
Oh, you going outside? You don't want to make no mess in the house, huh?
Yeah, definitely after last time. All right, so I'm gonna just place my water bottle my bottle full of vinegar. Can everybody see?
Yeah, we can see. How does vinegar smell, Miss Latte?
Oh, it's very strong. You can actually use vinegar for cooking.
Okay.
So it's not just for experiments.
You can even use vinegar for cleaning, Miss Latte.
Yeah, they have vinegar for cleaning. So I got the one for cooking.
Okay.
I just pulled the
Bring it a
bottle.
little closer to you, Miss Latte. We can't see none. Bring it, look. There
Okay.
you go. All right, cool.
See? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, since the balloon is filled up with the baking soda and this is the vinegar,
Wow, look at that, y'all.
ooh,
Oh,
Oh, balloons popping up. Hey, man.
yeah, it's gonna pop on me. Y'all think it's gonna pop?
So now come back.
Nah, I put too much in there.
The
But
love.
basically, because everything at the side is gonna stay inflated
and-
No,
until
that was Ampersand. That was Ampersand that I sent you. Mhm.
I never did that before. If you do it outside, it's gonna fill your balloon up.
yeah. So that's basically what's gonna happen. Is gonna stay inflated until, because there's no air or anything getting in it, so it's gonna stay inflated because everything's closed up.
So you can just leave it like that, Mr. Tan? It's gonna stay big like that to the end of class?
Yeah, it actually will until it won't go away. It won't shrink.
Can you leave it like that to the end of class and show it to us at the end of class? And we can
Yeah,
see
of course.
if it got any smaller,
Okay.
any bigger, anything like that?
Yeah, okay. That's fine. I can keep it on the table.
There you go. You don't want to leave it outside just in case it busts on you?
Yeah, you're right. I might want to leave it right
I'm
now.
trying to help you out, Miss Latte. I'm trying to help you
Thank
out.
you. I appreciate it.
No
Yeah, I
worries.
just leave it right there.
No, it's all right. Yeah, that was a nice project, yeah. Hey,
Thank you, Mr. Day.
thank you, Miss
No
Latte.
problem.
that was a great project.
Oh, I don't know.
All right. Here's the sign. Y'all Swahili numbers. Y'all ready?
So I should be,
Oh,
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Semoja, one.
Moja one,
Billy, two.
Billy two,
Raju, three.
Nene four,
Ano,
Ano five, Sabra six, Baba
seven.
seven, Ane eight, Sana Uli
There are two more words. Right? Nyope.
Niope,
Right?
white Niope,
Right? Nyope.
Niope,
Red.
red
Yakundu.
Nyakundu, black
Nyausi.
Nyausi,
And right? Okay, Nyope. And right?
right.
white
Nyope.
Nope,
Who remembers it?
Right. Niope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it? White.
white Niope,
Okay. Yesterday I sent everybody this story. We read in the class. Who can read for me?
How old do I look?
Kevin, can you read? Kevin. Okay. The name of the story is The. What is the name of the story? The cat. Cat. All right, Tanika, you want to start with us? Where is she?
Yes.
Miss Raquel, you ready for the what's that called? Your stuff, Miss Raquel?
I do. I am ready.
All right, Miss
We're
Raquel.
going on an
Let's leave it up to Miss
adventure.
Raquel.
We're going on an adventure.
Oh, I love adventures.
So today we're going to go. This is a ball, right? You see it?
I see the ball.
And this is the Earth. This is where we all live, right? We live in the planet Earth. And so we're going to travel to visit our friends all around the world.
Hello.
Okay? Is everybody ready?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if I trust him in my room.
This is where we all live. We live in the United States, right? We live right here.
In the
But
blue.
we're going to go to Africa, to Tanzania. We're going to go to China. We're going to visit our friends in Mexico.
Ooh.
So are you ready to get on the plane?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, today we're going to get on a rocket ship.
Rocket ship. I love rockets.
Okay, are we ready? I want to
Yes.
see everybody. Are we ready on the rocket ship?
Ma'am.
Okay, and today we're going to say hello to our friends in Tanzania.
Tanzania. That's where Miss Nargis is from.
So that's where Miss Nargis is from. And how do we say hello in Tanzania?
Jumbo.
Hello.
Hello to our friends.
Hello.
Ah, that's a good vegetable.
We're gonna get on the spaceship and we're gonna go high in the sky. And now we are going to go to say hello to our friends in China. And how do we say hello to our friends in China? Ni hao. Ni hao. Ni hao, friends. Ni hao. Okay, here we go again. We're going on the spaceship. We're flying. Are we ready to go? Is everybody on the spaceship? And we are going to India. Our friends in India are saying namaste. Namaste. Good, good. Now we're going to visit our friends in, let's see, woo! And we're going to Mexico, and we're going to say hello to our friends in Mexico, and we go, hola,
Hola.
hola, hola,
Hola.
amigos, hola. And we're going to get now on the plane, on, who likes the spaceship?
It looks like we
Does
have.
everybody like the spaceship?
Yeah.
And now we are going to say hello to our friends in Japan.
Japan.
And we're saying konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa, friends. Konnichiwa. And now we're going to get on the plane, on the spaceship, and we're taking off again. We're going. And now we're going to our friends in France.
Oh, Jesus, help me.
Oh, we're here in France. We're gonna get off the ship, and our friends are saying hello, bonjour.
Bonjour, teach it to French. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour.
Okay. We're on our spaceship, taking off. We're gonna go home now. We're gonna go home, and here we go. And we're going home to the United States. And we're home in the United States right here. What do we say to our friends and family? Hello, everybody. Hi, it's good to be home. Because we're now home. So next time we get on the rocket ship again, we're going to visit some more friends in other places. Okie dokie, thank you. You guys are great.
Miss Raquel, where did you find the balloon of the Earth?
at the Dollar Tree.
Oh, really?
Yes, I get all these gadgets from the Dollar Tree.
Okay, we haven't been to the dollar store. Okay.
You have to go to the Dollar Tree is the best one.
They
They have a whole section.
Okay.
They
Now,
have a whole section for preschool and for projects.
oh, okay.
So I bought this for $1.
Wow, that's really cool.
And I think it teaches kids an idea about where we live, the
Yes,
different places,
that's
and the
right.
fact that no matter where we live in the world, we're all one family, right?
That's
We
right.
have many friends around the world, and
Yes,
they all speak different languages. That's why we say hello in different ways, but we're all one family.
that's right. We have got it's only one planet Earth. Now,
Exactly.
Raquel was talking about the world, and I became really excited. I have got something. Aziz is going to read it about the planet Earth. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna read this. It goes like this. It's called I'm Earth. My name is Earth, and I'm in planet space. I'm home to so many, like the whole human race. I'm home to the forest and the trees where birds live. I'm home to the oceans with the fishes and the squid. I'm home to the beaches where you play in the sand. So you need to protect my air, water, and land. Protect where you live. Protect where you breathe. Protect what you drink. It's important, you see, because I'm your home, and this you should know. Unless you're a spaceman, there is no place to go.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
I love that.
So my question is to my students, man, how can you be a better person in the world and protect the air, protect the water? What can we do to protect the air and protect the water, y'all? Melody, what can you do, Melody, protect the air and protect the water? Yes. Speak up a little bit, Melody. I'm listening.
Charlie, sit on your butt.
Okay. What you were saying, Melody?
Don't tell us what you said.
What you were saying? How can we protect the how can we protect the water, protect the ground, protect the land? What you thinking, Melody? How can we keep the earth safe?
I don't know why she don't want to say it. She told me ask me, she didn't know.
Yeah, so if let me ask you a question. After we eat some chips, y'all, what should we do with our chip bag, y'all? Should we throw it on the ground or where should we put it? I don't know. Melody don't eat no chips. Tell her I don't eat chips. I'm Melody. Tell her we don't eat chips. All right, that's cool. How about you, Mr. Chance? Good job, Chance. Chance said throw it in the trash. Okay. How can we keep our water clean, y'all? Okay. That's excellent. Are y'all ready for Iqbal's book?
Oh, he failed.
Iqbal, you got your book ready?
I do got my book ready. You guys are ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I got a cool book today about a hermit crab, okay? So I'm going to start it in a minute. All right, I'll share my screen. The name of the book is called For a Hermit Crab, okay? Put it on. I'm gonna make it big for you guys to watch, and I'm starting.
Time to move, said Hermit Crab one day in January. I've grown too big for this little shell. He had felt safe and snug in his shell. But now it was too snug. Hermit Crab stepped out of the shell and onto the floor of the ocean. But it was frightening out in the open sea without a shell to hide in. What if a big fish comes along and attacks me? He thought. I must find a new house soon. Early February, Hermit Crab found just the house he was looking for. It was a big shell and strong. He moved right in, wiggling and waggling about inside it to see how it felt. It felt just right. But it looked so, well, so plain.
Amber has a hermit crab. It's in a
Tank.
yes.
Crab met some sea anemones.
Crab.
Waved gently back and forth in the water. How beautiful you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to come and live on my house? It is so plain. It needs you. I'll come, whispered a small sea anemone. Gently, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and put it on his shell. In April, Hermit Crab passed a flock of starfish moving slowly along the sea floor. How handsome you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to decorate my house? I would, signaled a little sea star. Carefully, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and put it on his house. In May, Hermit Crab discovered some coral. They were hard and didn't move. How pretty you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to help make my house more beautiful? I would, creaked a crusty coral. Gingerly, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and placed it on his shell. In June, Hermit Crab came to a group of snails crawling over a rock on the ocean floor. They grazed as they went, picking up algae and bits of debris and leaving a neat path behind them. How tidy and hard-working you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to come and help clean my house? I would, offered one of the snails. Happily, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and placed it on his shell. In July, Hermit Crab came upon several sea urchins. They had sharp, prickly needles. How fierce you look, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to protect my house? I would, answered a spiky sea urchin. Gratefully, Hermit Crab picked it up with his claw and placed it near his shell. In August, Hermit Crab and his friends wandered into a forest of seaweed. It's so dark here, thought Hermit Crab. How dim it is, murmured the sea anemone. How gloomy it is, whispered the starfish. How murky it is, complained the coral. I can't see, said the snail. It's like nighttime, cried the sea urchin. In September, Hermit Crab spotted a school of lanternfish darting through the dark water. How bright you are, said Hermit Crab. Would one of you be willing to light up our house? I would, replied one lanternfish, and it swam over near the shell. In October, Hermit Crab approached a pile of smooth pebbles. How sturdy you are, said Hermit Crab. Would you mind if I rearranged you? Not at all, answered the pebbles. Hermit Crab picked them up one by one with his claw and built a wall around his shell. Now my house is perfect, cheered Hermit Crab. But in November, Hermit Crab felt that his shell seemed a bit too small. Little by little, over the year, Hermit Crab had grown. Soon he would have to find another, bigger home. But he had come to love his friends, the sea anemone, the starfish, the coral, the sea urchin, the snail, the lanternfish, and even the smooth pebbles. They have been so good to me, thought Hermit Crab. They are like a family. How can I ever leave them? In December, a smaller hermit crab passed by. I have outgrown my shell, she said. Would you know of a place for me? I have outgrown my house too, answered Hermit Crab. I must move on. You are welcome to live here, but you must promise to be good to my friends. I promise, said the little crab. The following January, Hermit Crab stepped out and the little crab moved in. Couldn't stay in that little shell forever, said Hermit Crab as he waved goodbye. The ocean floor looked wider than he had remembered, but Hermit Crab wasn't afraid. Soon, he spied the perfect house, a big, empty shell. It looked, well, a little plain, but sponges, he thought. Barnacles, clownfish, sand dollars, electric eels. Oh, there are so many possibilities. I can't wait to get started.
That's an elephant.
All right. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Aziz, your microphone is muted.
How y'all doing today? So what y'all think about the book?
It was nice.
It was nice. Okay. What did you learn from the story?
I like all of the colors. It was really pretty.
What did you learn from the story, Chaz? Tell me what you learned from the story, buddy. Okay. He said he kept on adding more and more friends on his shelf to make the house better and better. I like, thank you, buddy. How about you, Charlie? What you learned from the book, Charlie? Okay. Melody, real quick. Good morning, Melody.
Charlie
What do you think about it? Did you like anything? Okay, you can be quiet. Love you still, Melody. All right, Tanika, what you think? What you learn about the book, Tanika?
When he's decorating his shell.
Right. Decorating his shell. So he was a creative hermit crab. The hermit crab was so creative, he kept on decorating his shell. And then when his shell got too big for him, what did he do with his shell? It got too small for him. After he decorated his whole shell, he put a starfish on his shell. He put some on his shell. He put so many things on his shell, and then he got too big. So what did he do with his shell that he decorated? Said that his shell was too big. He shared it with his friend, y'all. Shared it with his friend. That's a good thing about life. No matter what happens in life, we can always share stuff with our friends, okay, y'all? So the hermit crab built the wall, he built the house, he built so many different things. And then we finished in the shell, it's too small. And his friend said, you know, you can have my shell, but you have to be nice to my friends. And the hermit and the lady hermit crab said, I'll be nice to your friends. And then the hermit crab moved out of his shell and he went exploring for another shell. And he let his friend move into this other shell. So it was really nice, y'all. And thank you so much for the book, Mr. Iqbal. Amazing book, Mr. Iqbal. Yay. All right, Ms. Latte, you got another project for us, Ms. Latte?
Yes, I have one more project for you guys. And
how's the balloon doing, Ms. Latte?
Oh,
Something happened to the balloon Miss Latte had, y'all. Let's see, I think it got smaller. Wow. Not so big, y'all. Okay. Miss Latte.
That's an excellent project.
Yeah, so this is from earlier.
Good job. All right, let's do the next project. Thank you, Mr.
All right, so you got kids, you're all gonna need mommy and daddy to help you because you're gonna need an iron.
Wow.
Some broken crayons.
Okay.
You're gonna need a white piece of paper. And you're gonna need wax paper. So when you put cookies, you can put cookies on, and it's like a cookie sheet, and you can basically wrap your sandwiches in. So you're gonna need this as well, okay?
Okay. Cool. So we got iron. We need some wax paper and some broken crayons, huh?
Yeah, you're also gonna need a cheese grater. I didn't have a cheese grater, so I had to improvise.
Okay. That's cool.
All right, and also I had to use a blade.
Wow.
This is an old blade I had got from work.
You got all sorts of things a 6-year-old can use, huh, Miss Latte?
I did say you have to use they need a parent's permission.
Parent involved with this one. I'm Miss Latte. Yeah, you're right. We got hot objects. We got knives. Yeah, here we go. What we got going on, Miss Latte? Talk to me. Talk to me.
All right, so first we get old broken crayons. It doesn't matter. I had actually brought a whole brand new box of crayons.
Miss Latte, it's not broken.
It's not, but I said I brought a whole brand new box of crayons. These are just random crayons I had found.
Okay. What are we gonna do with the crayons, Miss Latte? Teach us.
So basically, it says to peel off the paper, you have to put it in warm water for a couple minutes. So I was pressed for time. So what I did was I got my blade and I cut the paper off, which is actually a lot easier.
Okay.
But you have to be really careful because I've actually cut myself with this blade a couple times at work.
That thing is real sharp. As soon as it touches you, it breaks. It cuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you want to just peel off the paper.
Okay. So we're taking the papers off our colors. What happened to Bella? She ate her food she took off? I hear you, Bella. My beautiful friend. Beautiful Bella.
All right, so this is basically how it should look.
Okay.
And next, what I also needed was, you want to say hello?
Yeah.
Ooh. How you doing, Bella Wella? Pretty girl.
Bella.
Well, I want a popsicle. You sharing with me, Bella? You sharing? Thank you for sharing, Bella.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, my beautiful girl. Love you, Bella. Bye. My awesome girl.
Bye.
Yeah.
She's not a part of the project, y'all.
Where's Sean at? Sean upstairs?
Yeah. All right, so after that, for the cheese grater, I would have to grate it underneath like cheese. So you really have to make sure you clean the grater off after you finish with it. So, but instead what I did, I used a knife and I just cut it into small pieces.
Okay.
And let me show you. All right, so what I did was I had to improvise. I cut it into small pieces with the grater that actually be really fine.
Okay.
So this is what I did. This is my white piece of paper, and I needed. Also, I'm sorry, I needed a towel because I didn't want to burn the table.
Okay.
So I needed 2 pieces of wax paper. So one at the bottom, and then I put one over the top.
Okay.
And you have to wait until your iron gets really, really hot. So kids, I wouldn't recommend you touch it. You have to get a parent to do it. All right, so it's called crayon art. So we're gonna see how this goes. All right, so. I'm sorry. So you guys can't actually smell it, but the iron is really hot, so it's pressing my crayons out, and the crayons are melting really, really fast. So I'm glad I actually have my paper right here. And now I'm about to actually remove it and see how it came out.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is what'll happen. You can use the wax, you can just do it on a wax paper, or you don't have to. But this is, I wanted it to come out better than this, but the iron is so hot, so you have to be really, really careful with how you use it, okay? And it dries really quickly.
When you got is it hot? What does it feel? What does it smell like?
Oh, it smells like burnt crayon.
Okay.
As you can see, it's kind of, yeah, it's really hot. And that's because of me. I didn't put it on a lower setting. So that was my fault.
All good though.
But it actually dried up really quickly. As you can see, it's now dry.
It's dry.
You guys see that? It's dry now. But this is my crayon art. I wish I could have did a better job.
That looks cool. This is very nice.
I like that one. That
imprinted on
that looks
the
like
wax paper as well.
That looks
y'all like the wax paper better?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it can either go onto the wax paper or you can use the white paper. Oh, thank you.
Okay, you use the white.
It looks like a Chinese landscape. Oh wow.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah, it's fun, but y'all have to have a parent, kids. So it's not just something you do.
Okay. Miss Raquel, you got something else? You want to do some numbers, Miss Raquel? What you think?
We're going to do the Spanish numbers.
Spanish numbers. I love Spanish numbers, y'all.
Okay, so are we ready?
Are we ready? Put your fingers up.
So let's do the Spanish numbers. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Uno.
1.
Dos.
2.
Tres.
3.
Cuatro.
4.
Cinco.
5.
Seis.
6.
Siete.
7.
Ocho.
8.
Nueve.
9.
Diez.
10.
Once.
11.
Doce.
12.
Trece.
13.
Catorce.
14.
Quince.
15.
Dieciséis.
16.
Diecisiete.
17, 17.
18,
18, 18.
19,
19, 19.
20.
20, 20.
Yes, good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Okay. Who wants to do the English numbers? Okay. The English numbers for me, y'all. What you think? Tanika, Avea, Charlie, Chaz. Who can do the English numbers for me, y'all?
Part right there.
Calvin.
Then what we about to do? Hand me that spray.
English numbers. Let's go, y'all. Everybody count with me. 1.
1. 4.
Charlie, Chaz, put your fingers up. Charlie, Chaz. 5. 6. 7. 8.
9. Nope.
10.
9 even more. Okay, bye.
Numbers, huh?
Bye.
So what do y'all want to learn next week? Avea, what do you want to learn next week, Avea?
Go.
And I want their mama. I want them to talk to their mom, and I want them to read this right here, y'all. Everybody to practice the cat story. Okay? Yeah. Hey, what's that called? Let's say, repeat after me. Y'all say, I love myself. Like you mean it, Melody. Like you mean it, Melody. I love myself.
I like myself.
Yeah, I like myself.
I like myself.
Yeah. Respect myself. I like to learn.
I like to learn.
Learning is fun.
Learning is fun.
My brain.
I think.
And I make good choices.
And I make good choices.
I always do the right thing.
I always do the right thing.
Not the. Yeah. Thank you so much. Man, I'm teaching y'all. So,
Try to her early now.
yeah, so what I want to do is I'm gonna take y'all for a walk in our garden, y'all. So I'm gonna let Miss Nargis talk to y'all real quick, then I'm gonna take for a walk in our garden.
Okay. Okay. Are you guys going to read at home? I need you guys to read. This is one of our parts. Graduation on the date, but before end of May. Okay. I need you guys to read.
Can I? Yeah, that's the story, Miss August.
Everybody has got it. Very easy. Get your mind
I think we have it. Did you send it early? I think you sent it with the little package you gave us for homework. Okay.
Hey, y'all. We see. Y'all ready to see the garden? Let's see the garden, y'all.
Say, I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. Come on. I like
Got it. That's finished.
learning is fun.
Learning is fun.
I believe in myself.
Ooh, that's beautiful. I believe in myself. I can do it.
As these beautiful red roses out here.
Alright, guys. I will
And then Mr. Iqbal also has these white flowers. Y'all look at these beautiful white flowers.
Look at
These white flowers smell so good, y'all. And then you have this yellow flower, y'all. This is called the okra plant.
Over there.
So I'm gonna show y'all, and then we have
She look cute. She really do. Just put that
small
together.
little peppers. And then this is called pineapple. Right, and Mr. Iqbal also has a fruit tree, y'all. Look at Mr. Iqbal's fruit tree. These are all the fruits coming off of Mr. Iqbal's fruit trees. It's persimmons.
Oh,
So we're gonna have a whole bunch of persimmons hopefully when it's done, y'all. And then this is the bird bed. This is where the birds come in and take a shower.
That's so nice.
Bird bed, yeah. Then we have another bird bath right here where the birds come and take a shower. I gotta clean this one out. And this is our new garden we planted, y'all. These are all the new plants. It's gonna be squash. This is squash. It's gonna be watermelon right here, y'all. We got two different types of watermelon. We got peppers. Two gardens. Now let me show y'all the old garden, y'all. This is the old garden. These yellow flowers are all gonna be tomatoes. Let me show you how the tomatoes come out. You see them, they're turning colors. So they start off nice and green, and then they turn red, y'all. And when they turn red, you can eat them then. Okay? Then we have some amazing flowers. We got some beautiful. Look at the bees. Y'all see the bee? Look at the bee, y'all. The bees inside the flower. He's going around, man. He's pollinating the flower, y'all. Ah. He's inside the flower, just eating it up, eating it up, eating it up. And he's like, why are you in my, can you please get away? I'm trying to eat. I was like, okay, I apologize. Okay, and then over here, we have some more. This is called a ladyfinger, y'all. It's called an eggplant. So I'm gonna cut this tomorrow, and Ms. Nara's gonna cook that. And then we got some more peppers growing right here. Look at these little peppers coming out. And then we got some other peppers right here coming out, nice and green. And then these are all gonna be cucumbers. These little yellow plants are gonna be cucumbers. And they're starting already. Look how small they are. They're itty bitty cucumbers are coming. And these are our other types of tomatoes. Yeah. And we got so many tomatoes. Mint. So we have a mint garden. And then we have more tomatoes. So these are all coming out. See how green they are? They're so small and green. They're going to get so big, and then we get to eat them. And this is Mr. Iqbal's fig tree. So Mr. Iqbal has a fig tree as well. So he planted these a few years ago, and now they're coming up so nicely, y'all. So this is the garden, y'all. This is the community garden that we have. And then last thing I want to show y'all is look at this bee right here, y'all. These bees are all over the place, man. They love coming to the garden. Because bees like different types of flowers. Look at that bee right here. Look how big that bee is. Wow. Oh, and he's pollinating all of our flowers. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna help y'all out real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing. So he's hanging on with his two front hands, and his back two legs are just going. And it's nice and windy, but he's so strong. Look at him, y'all. He's going flower to flower, flower to flower. And it's very important for bees to pollinate the flowers. Because if they don't pollinate it, then what's that called? We need them. And last thing I want to show y'all is this one, y'all. This is my okra, y'all. So these are all going to start coming up. And you got to cut them when they're small. Because if you cut them when they're too big, it's going to be hard to chew. So every day I cut 1-2 okras off this plant. I cut one off the other day right here. And it's going to keep on growing. It's going to get so big and tall.
Okay?
Huh?
Okay, we got to go.
I love y'all. Bye,
guys.
Bye.
See you all tomorrow. See you on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.